Hello and welcome to Daily News from Marjaiyat TV. Headlines: a review of the latest activities related to the religious authority in various parts of the world. Attendance of professors and scholars of Islamic seminaries at the scholarly session of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi. Presence of scholarly and religious figures and general public at the mission of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Karbala. These centers affiliated with the religious authority commemorated Arbaeen of Imam Hussein. Daily scholarly session of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi with the scholars, clerics and believers in the holy city of Qom. Another scholarly session of the Grand Religious Authority, Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Zahra Husayni Shirazi, was held with dozens of scholars, religious figures and seminary students at his residence in the holy city of Qom. During this session, various jurisprudential, historical, ethical and cultural issues were discussed and exchanged. Viewers of the Marjaiyat satellite channel can follow this series of sessions live and directly on Marjaiyat TV on satellite channels, as well as the Al-Shirazi app and TV boxes at 11:15 a.m. Qom local time. Activities of the mission of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi on Arbaeen in Karbala. On the 20th of Safar 1447, coinciding with the blessed Arbaeen pilgrimage of Imam Hussein, the mission of Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Zahra Husayni Shirazi began its activities in the holy city of Karbala. The mission was set up on Qibla Street of the sacred shrine of Imam Hussein, and it was attended by representatives of the religious authority, religious and cultural figures, as well as social activists. During these activities, visitors' jurisprudential and theological questions were answered, religious counseling sessions were held, congregational prayers were established, and the works of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi were distributed among the pilgrims. Recent activities of the Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Karbala. The Office of Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Zahra Husayni Shirazi in the holy city of Karbala welcomed groups of believers from the Gulf countries who had come to attend the Arbaeen pilgrimage. The meeting emphasized the spiritual impact of Arbaeen, the importance of serving Imam Hussein, and its effects on individual and social life. The office also continued its mourning ceremonies during the days of Arbaeen, and on the evening of the 19th of Safar 1447, Sheikh Jawad al-Ibrahimi delivered a sermon in mourning gathering of the religious authority. Conclusion of the preaching activities of the Seminary of Allamah ibn Fahd in Karbala. The Seminary of Allamah ibn Fahd, one of the centers affiliated with the religious authority in Karbala, concluded its Arbaeen 1447 activities. Through its jurisprudential consultation centers across the city, especially at the entrance of Karbala from Najaf route and in Shuhada Street near the shrine of Imam Hussein, it served the pilgrims. Its services included answering jurisprudential and theological questions, organizing cultural programs, and distributing the works of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi. Mourning ceremony of Arbaeen at the Zainabiya Seminary in Damascus. Coinciding with Arbaeen 1447, the Husayni of Zainabiya Seminary, a center affiliated with the religious authority in Damascus, hosted a mourning gathering. This event began with the recitation of the Holy Quran, followed by a sermon and elegy recited by Sheikh Muhammad Imami. Services of the Jurisprudential Consultation Tent of al-Karaki Seminary in Karbala. During the Arbaeen pilgrimage of 1447, the Jurisprudential Consultation Tent of the al-Muhaqqiq Karaki Seminary, one of the centers affiliated with the religious authority in Karbala, carried out cultural activities. The tent provided guidance to pilgrims, answered jurisprudential questions, held educational sessions, established congregational prayers, and distributed the works of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi. Commemoration of Arbaeen at the Hazrat Fatimah Zahra complex in Kabul, Afghanistan. The Hazrat Fatimah Zahra complex affiliated with the religious authority in Kabul, Afghanistan, hosted a mourning ceremony for Arbaeen 1447. Believers, students, and teachers attended. This event began with the recitation of the Holy Quran, followed by dua faraj, poetry recitations, elegies, and chants by students, and a lecture about the uprising of Imam Hussein. Activities of the World Assembly of Husayni Organizations and Processions in Karbala during Arbaeen 1447. On the 18th of Safar, the delegation of the World Assembly of Husayni Processions and Organizations, affiliated with the International Institution of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi, continued its activities in the holy city of Karbala. This delegation visited the office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi, as well as several Husayni processions and tents, including the Jurisprudential Consultation Tent of the authorities' office, the tent of seminary students, the Jurisprudential Consultation Tent of Ibn Fahd al-Hilli Seminary, the Jurisprudential Consultation Tent of Sheikh Mufid Seminary, the Qasr Zahra Husayniya, the Shabab Zuhair bin Qain Group, the Khidmat al-Bayt Group, and the Great Husayniya Project Tent. This delegation also met with Sheikh Hussein Amiri, director of the Sheikh Mufid Seminary, and Sheikh Zaki Jafar al-Alawi, religious affairs advisor to the Iraqi parliament. Commemoration of Arbaeen at the Global Center of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Montreal. In Montreal, Canada, the Global Center of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi hosted a ceremony for Arbaeen of Imam Hussein. This event began with the distribution of food packages, water, drinks, and PR codes linking to an English language introduction to Imam Hussein, handed out to pedestrians and passing cars. The program continued with congregational Maghrib and Isha prayers, recitation of Zirat Ashura, and a sermon by Sheikh Saleh Sibey, who emphasized the role of imamate, the necessity of loyalty and disavowal, and the unity of Karbala and Ashura tragedy, and the unique qualities of Karbala and Ashura tragedy. This event concluded with mourning rituals. Intellectual session on the social dimensions of Imam Hussein's uprising at the Al-Najaf al-Ashraf Center in Najaf. At the initiatives of the Al-Najaf Ashraf Strategic Studies Center affiliated with the Religious Authority and the Iraqi Journalists Union, an academic session was held on the social dimensions of Imam Hussein's uprising. The session, held under the theme, The Uprising of Imam Hussein in the Contemporary Social System, featured a lecture by Dr. Dorgam Khalid Abu Kalal and was moderated by Ali Said al-Matbai. Husayni Charitable Foundation procession provided services and hot meals to pilgrims in Karbala. During the Arbaeen pilgrimage of 1447, the procession of the Karbala Charitable Foundation, affiliated with the Religious Authority in Karbala, provided services to the pilgrims of Imam Hussein, peace be upon him. Following the guidance of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi, this procession offered daily services and distributed hot meals to the pilgrims multiple times throughout the day.